We're very blessed to have now in his third year with the Texas A&M Cadets at the piano, Mr. Bryce Reed. This next piece holds a special place in our heart. 2 years ago, just a little over 2 years ago, we had one of our Cadets who lost his battle with depression and took his own life. And we had never been impacted that way before. This is my 27th year, and we'd never been impacted that way in my time with the group. And we really took a step back, got professional people to help us through some of these things. We started a scholarship in his name. You'll see that on the back of our program today, that if any of you are interested in donating to that scholarship, it'll be presented for the very first time 2 weeks from today at our spring banquet back home on April the 10th. So we're excited about that coming to fruition and that actually happening. And then one of the other things that we did was we commissioned an anthem to sing in our concerts and to bring awareness to this. I'm a true Texan. We've got two guys up here from Missouri. We've got one from Pennsylvania. We've got one from Colorado. We've got one from China. The rest of these guys are just through and through Texans. And not that any of the other states have any issues, but the guys from Missouri always do talk about being the show-me state, but other than that, but we kind of, as Texans, sometimes I think have the mindset that I will help you with anything that you need. You just let me know and I will help you. But we have a real hard time asking for help because we think we're rough and tough and we'll just get through it and, you know, put our boots on and let's go. And we've really learned that in this era, we really need to, in the times that we do need help, we need to admit that and we need to say that. And we've really been working on our communication. The title of this song is What If I Could Tell You? And the gist of the song is, if we just had 5 more minutes with Roel, what would we tell him? What would we share with him that might have made a difference? And then maybe most importantly, if we would have shared that with Roel, why aren't we sharing that with each other every single day as we encounter life together? Also, a second thing happened. You'll see our soloists listed there in the program, Ryan Oaktie and Jason Schwarzenberg. And Ryan's grandmother passed away yesterday morning. And so, of course, we got him home as quick as we could. And so Ryan won't be singing with us today, but I encourage you to keep that name. It's in your program and your thoughts and prayers as he goes through the next several days with his family. We're very blessed to have, though, that our drummer over here, Reese Lestrap, said, I got this. I'll cover that first solo. And so we're appreciative of him. This is What If I Could Tell You, features 2 soloists, Mr. Reese Lestrap and Mr. Jacob Schwarzenberg.
What if I could tell you no one has to walk alone? You can choose another pathway, one that feels like home. And what if I could tell you this was not your cross to bear, not your grief to hold, not your curse to wear?
What if I could show you how to lay your burdens down, how to dive into the deep, how to swim but never drown? So shine your light and sing the songs you could not sing before. Safe on heaven's shore. What if I could tell you, you are seen, you are heard. You might think your voice is silenced, but we hear every word. And how can I convince you of the worth you cannot see? Shackles have a key, people can be free. What if I could tell you, we'll do better than before, to see the ones we're losing, and to give them wings to soar. Shine your light and sing the songs you could not sing before. Fly till you're safe on heaven's shore.
What if I could tell you no one has to bow in shame?
What if I could tell you we're all the same?
Shine your light and sing the songs you could not sing before. Fly till you're safe on heaven's shore. Till you're safe on heaven's
Thank you very much. It's been good to be here at Kinsman Lutheran today. This has been kind of an interesting weekend for us. This semester I happen to be directing both the Texas A&M Women's Chorus and the Texas A&M Sing Cadets. And so this weekend we decided just to try something different. So on Friday night in the West University area of Houston, we did a combined concert. Did that same thing out in Katy last night, and then this morning for the 8:30 worship service, we had the Texas A&M Women's Chorus singing right over there, assisting in the morning worship this morning, and now of course have the Sing Cadets here this afternoon. So it's been a great weekend. We thank the church staff for taking good care of us, and we're also, I introduced Bryce just a minute ago. Bryce happened to get engaged in about the last 6 months or so, and he happens to have his fiance with him here today, Abby McNeely, who's taking pictures for us today. So it's good to have Abby with us today. The next setting is also a song that we teach our Sing Cadets every 3 or 4 years. One of the songs that we do when we gather for reunions. Texas A&M was founded in 1876. Sing Cadets founded in 1893, just 17 years after the founding of Texas A&M. Actually founded as a group called the All-Male Glee Club. I'll tell you more about that in the second half of our program this afternoon. But this is a song, actually the Sing Cadets, this is how far it goes back. Sing Cadets actually sang it on the Ed Sullivan Show. So that's how far it goes back. And these guys behind me say, who? They had TV back then? And so it exemplifies everything that we feel as Texas Aggies and everything that we feel as Sing Cadets. It's the setting of a John Donne poem. No man is an island, no man stands alone. Each man as my brother, each man as my friend. And when we look at the events that are going on in the world today, what a great message for our world today. Each man as my brother, each man as my friend. We're going to bring Reese Lestrade back to the mic. This is No Man is an Island.
Joy is joy to me, each man's grief
saw the people gather, I heard the music start. The song that they were singing is ringing in my heart.
No man is an island. No man stands alone.
Each man's joy is joy to me. Each man's grief is my own. We need one another, so I will defend. Each man has my brother. Each man has my friend. No man is an island. No man stands alone.
Well, it's Sunday afternoon. I don't know what time it is, 3:20, 3:30, whatever time it may be. Everybody's checking their watch now. And some of you about now might just be snoozing on Sunday afternoons. And we want to be aware of that and maybe pump this thing up a little bit and put a little energy in the room. Sometimes when music is written, they write them for SATB for men's and women's voices because that generates the most money. And then the next thing they write them for is SSA for women's voices. And then finally, if there's anything left or they can adapt something, they make it for the guys' voices. Unless that music is performed by guys, then it's pretty easy for us to get good arrangements of things. And the next piece has a lot of energy, and we've enjoyed singing it quite a bit. We hope you do as well. This is the Best of the Beach Boys, and it features our boy soprano here, Mr. David Wilkinson.
Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, round, round, I get around.
I get around.
Get around, round, round, I get around.
I'm gonna
Get
dance.
around, round, round, I get
I'm a
around.
real good
Get around, round, round, I
I
get
make a
around.
real good
Get around, round, round, I get around. I'm getting
come up to this side. Maybe we're all awake now, all right? Let me introduce the folks to help us out in our bands. Over here on bass guitar, Mr. Daniel Morrison. On rhythm guitar, Mr. Reed Tabor. And on our pots and pans over here, Mr. Reese Lestrap. Well, I told you Texas A&M was founded in 1876, and it was founded as an all-male, all-military school. And particularly that military side really created great core values for Texas A&M University and how we feel about our nation, patriotism, support for who we are as a nation. And it's great to know that sometimes, even over the course of the 140 years or so, that sometimes those core values haven't changed, and it's a great thing. No matter where we go, no matter what we do, our most requested music is always our patriotic music. And we love singing concerts all over Texas and all over the United States and all over the world, actually, but particularly here in the state of Texas and nationally, and celebrating our country with our people that are with us. And sometimes we know songs, but maybe we don't know all about them. And so we would like to introduce you to a song this afternoon that you already know and is familiar to you, but maybe bring some understanding as to how that song came to be. And to help us with that is David Wilkinson, who just sang with us on our Beach Boys medley. David's not doing it today. Drew Benson is. So, sorry about that. Thank you. Mr. Drew Benson.
Getting a group of Americans to agree on something isn't always easy to do, from who ought to be president to what the best car on the road is. But when it comes to the best patriotic song, well, opinions are sure to be divided. There is one patriotic song that seems to be at the top of almost any list of favorites. Its history, however, is probably not what you think. It was born early in the 1800s as a simple camp melody meeting, musically unpretentious, beautifully singable, and warmly moving.
Say, brother, will you meet me over on the other shore? Say, brother, will you meet me over on the other shore? Say, brother, will you meet me over on the other shore? In heaven's promised land.
Then, during the Civil War, Yankee soldiers commandeered that tune and put their own words to it, commemorating the death of a political sympathizer. So the tune became militant, martial, and divisive.
John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. His soul goes marching on.
Julia Ward Howe heard those soldier words and thought they were grotesque and offensive. So she wrote her own lyrics to fit that melody and sent her poem to the Atlantic Monthly. It was published, and the editor sent her a check for $4. Then one day, in 1862, at a rally in Washington, D.C., President Lincoln heard it, and with tears streaming down his face, he exclaimed, "Sing it again!" And we've been singing it ever since. That $4 poem has become one of the most popular patriotic songs ever written.
We're going to sing a few more songs and then give you a time of intermission, and then we'll be back after about a 15-minute intermission, and we'll be back here. Would like to point out that during our intermission as well as after the show, we do have a sales table, and the way that we're able to do what we do is because of our merchandise sales, so thank you in advance for supporting the Cadets that way. I told you the Cadets were founded in 1893, which meant that we celebrated our 125th anniversary a couple of years ago, and so we decided, well, let's do kind of a chronology of the Cadets, and so that's the one that has the seal on it and the black face here, and it starts in 1950, then every 3 or 4 years includes one of our Cadet songs, so it takes kind of like Cadets through the ages. And so then we set a goal for our 125th anniversary of let's have 125 guys on stage to sing for our reunion. Great goal. Well, we hit that about that quick. Somebody said, let's double that. Let's make it 250. Well, at the end of the day, we had almost 400 Cadets on stage singing for our 125th reunion. It was like a heavenly moment, having that many guys all joined together. And even if they were, our oldest gentleman was from the class of 1955, E. Holman King, and all the way up through our current president and our current group, and to have that decade of almost 70 years of Cadets all on stage together, celebrating the things that we have in common over our, at least these last 70-year history, but it goes a lot further back than that. And that was really cool. So we made a CD of that, and it's actually 2 CDs inside of here on the gold-faced one here. The first CD is of the current group, and that's the first half of our program. And then the second CD, you'll see the picture here on the back, is of our 400 voice reunion choir for that. So that's back there as well. And then we were very privileged to have George and Barbara Bush as honorary Cadets for the Cadets, and we were humbled and honored to be asked to sing at their final arrivals in Aggie land, as they're both buried there. And we made a commemorative CD, George Bush 41, and this is a picture of us as the George Bush 41 train arrives, with us singing right there as we sing the song that we're about to sing here in just a minute, as they unloaded him from the train for his final trip to in Aggie land. Then we have 6 core values at Texas A&M University, and those are respect, excellence, leadership, loyalty, integrity, and selfless service. So we thought, let's do a CD series each year and pick a core value. I happen to hold integrity here in my hand. I guess it's always good to hold integrity. So we've got those back individually, and then we thought, if we're doing all 6 of those core values, let's put them in one box set and see if anybody's interested in that. So we made a box set that has all 6 CDs inside this, and so if you have a trip planned to Canada or anything in the near future, and you need a little listening music, you'll finish CD 6 somewhere around Toronto. And so if you have an interest in that, that's back there for you. We always make available what we call our Aggie special, and if you buy any 3 recordings of any kind, we're going to give you the 4th for free. And nothing happens at Texas A&M and is an official event unless there's a T-shirt made. And so with the Cadets and Women's Chorus going on tour this weekend together in this historic combined tour, we made a tour T-shirt that's back there, and you may be interested in that. It's the kids' favorite T-shirt. It's made by Comfort Colors, and it's super soft. And so yeah, I see they're shaking head, going, "Yep, they're right." And so great T-shirt back there, good high quality T-shirt there, as well as a whole bunch of other Cadet T-shirts as well. So that's there. When, as I said, that'll be open both at intermission and after the show this afternoon. We're going to sing a couple more songs, then give you that time of intermission. One song, we try to teach all of our guys all of our patriotic music over the course of their 3, 4, 5, 6 year span in the singing cadets, so that when we have reunions like this, we can sing, but we can't do all of them in every concert or even all of them every single year. And one song that we happen to not be doing this afternoon is a song where we sing the different service songs. We have those who have served in our military or currently serving to stand and honor those people and thank them. But we never want to miss an opportunity to say thank you to our veterans, for especially as we look around the world today with everything that's going on. My ability to stand here behind the microphone and say, within reason, what I would like to, for us to sing songs of our choosing, for us to meet this morning and Women's Chorus sing here for Kinsman Lutheran Church, or for people to decide that they didn't want to go to church at all All of those are our freedoms, and they didn't just happen. They happened because people in this very room put their lives on the line for me. And it's up to me every day to say thank you to those people. So if you are a veteran or auxiliary services or currently serving, would you stand and let us say thank you for your service? There's a group of people who could not be here today, a group of people who could not stand because they gave the last full measure of devotion for you and for me, and it's to them that we pay tribute through this next piece.
God bless the USA.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys back in about 15 minutes.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and me true love were ever one to gae, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters lie sleeping. But the broken heart who can a second spring again, and the world knows not how we are grieving.
Got any Broadway fans out there? I'll say if no hands went up, we could just move on and skip that one. One of my favorites is Phantom of the Opera, and we'd like to do that, not the whole thing for you this afternoon, but we'd like to do a medley from Phantom of the Opera and feature a great soloist on this piece, Mr. Aiden Hill.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try. And when you find that once again you long to take your heart back and be free, if you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me.
Think of me breaking silent and resigned. Imagine me trying too hard to put you from my mind. Recall those days, look back on all those times. Think of the things we'll never do. There will never be a day when I won't think of you. Here in this room he calls me softly, somewhere inside hiding. Somehow I know he's always with me, he the unseen genius. Christine, you must have been dreaming. Stories like this can't come true. Christine, you're talking in riddles, and it's not like you. Angel of music, guide and guardian, come to me, Lord. Who is this angel of music? I no longer secret and strange angel. Insolent boy, this slave of fashion, basking in your glory. Ignorant fool, this brave young suitor, sharing in my triumph. Angel, I hear you speak, I listen, stay by my side, guide me. Angel, my soul was weak, forgive me, enter at last, Master. Flattering child, you shall know me. See why in shadow I hide. Look at your face in the mirror.
Thank you very much. We have a great group of guys that love barbershop quartet music, and it's my privilege to present to you this afternoon the Aggie-nizers.
Howdy. Thank you all very much for being here today. My name is Aiden Hill, and I'm very blessed to be singing lead this year with the Aggie-nizers. You know, last tour we were on, we had a substitute tenor, and the tour before that we had a substitute bass. But this time, we actually have all 4 actual members of the quartet here on stage with you. With that in mind, I'd like us to take just a second to introduce ourselves.
Howdy.
I'm Aiden. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hey, cool, man.
Come here, Watson. Let's get over here. Step left.
I love you, babe. Think about you now each and every day. And when I'm gone so far away, I know one thing I can say, one thing I must say. I love the East, I love the West, and North and South, they're both the best. 'Cause I only want to go there as a guest, 'cause I love being here with you. I love the sea, I love the shore, love the rocks and what is more, with you there'd never be a bore, 'cause I love being here with you. Just singing in the shower, laughing by the hour, my life is such a breezy game. I love all kinds of weather, long as we're together. Whoa, I love to hear you say my name. I love good wine and fine cuisine, serene candlelight. I love the scene. But baby, if you know just what I mean, I love being here with you. With you, I love. With you, I'm in love. And when I'm all alone, I know I want you so much more than the sun and the sky up above. I love it, I love it, how I love being here with you. Baby, baby, ooh, I love singing. Basie's band is swinging, oh, that's something else, you know, oh yeah. They really play it, they know how to say it. They just wind it up and let it go. Wind it up and let it go. Oh, I love the thrill of ringing chords and waiting for the awards. Baby, don't you worry, 'cause I'm still yours. I love being here with you. With you, the only one I love. Baby, well, I love it, I love it, 'cause being with you is what I love. That's what I love, what I love.
Pick a mic, any mic, right? Sometimes when we've traveled, let's start with, we travel all over the United States, and we have traveled 6 continents in the last 20 years. And sometimes, and particularly in the United States, when we get outside the great state of Texas, people like to make fun of our accent a little bit. And I'm a true Texan, born here in Houston, then grew up junior high school over in Jasper, a little stint over at another school over in Baylor, in Waco. And then everyone else in my family went to A&M except me, but I wanted to major in music, so I went to, being a good Baptist boy, went to Baylor. But my brothers like to say he got here as quick as he could. And so it's my privilege to be in my 27th year here at A&M. But have lived just here all the time, and usually people say, you don't sound like you're from Jasper, and I typically will just say, thank you. But I'm a true Texan. Most of these guys are behind me. Sometimes people like to make fun of our accent a little bit, and when we get caught in those situations, now we just teach them how to speak Texan. And we'd like to share that with you this afternoon.
Beneath
Had a group of guys come to me last year and said, Mr. Kip, we would like to put together a group that sings sea shanties. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, you put the group together, it can be open to anybody, as long as you audition, as long as you practice once a week. I want to hear the group, make sure they're ready to sing. So, privileged to present to you a new group this year for the Sing Cadets. They are called the Salty Dogs.
Come all you young fellows who follow the sea.
To me!
Way, hey, blow the man down. And pray pay attention and listen to me.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
I'm a deep water sailor just in from Hong Kong.
To me! Way, hey, blow the man down.
If you buy me a drink, then I'll sing you a song.
Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
There's tinkers and tailors and soldiers and all.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
They all ship for sailors aboard Keller's Hall.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
See all those poor tea-sips, how they will all stoop.
Way, hey, blow the man down.
Assisted along by the SEC boot.
Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
It's starboard and larboard, on deck they will sprawl.
To me! Way, hey, blow the man down.
Lord Kickin, Captain Hill commands Keller's Hall.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
Lay aft now, ye lovers, lay aft now, I say.
To me! Way, hey, blow the man down.
There's no 2%ers on my ship today.
Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
I give you fair warning before we belay.
To me! Way, hey, blow the man down.
Don't ever take heed of what salty dogs say.
Give me some time to blow the man down. Blow the man down, police, blow the man down. Way, hey, blow the man down. Blow him right back into Liverpool town. Give me some time to blow the man down.
Well, as I told you, Sing Cadets were founded in 1893. We took our very first tour in 1903, just 10 years after our inception. Between 1903 and 1939, the group began touring and got solid footing and started getting invitations from Aggie Moms Club and A&M Club and churches and festivals and all kinds of things. And so they said, you know, we need a different name for this group. And so they went to the student body and said, rather than the All-Male Glee Club, let's rename this group. And so they had a competition among the student body in 1939 and agreed to call this group the Texas A&M Singing Cadets. We performed under our new name on January 1st, 1940 in the Sugar Bowl. And if you know your Fighting Texas Aggie trivia, you know the Fighting Texas Aggies won the national championship that day. And we are currently waiting on our second invitation. And Aggie football is getting better and better, so who knows, we might get that second invitation here someday soon. Well, anyway, a lot of things went along the way, everything from opening Six Flags to being on the Bing Crosby Christmas show to all kinds of things over the years. But two things happened in the 1960s that greatly affected the trajectory of Texas A&M University and of the Texas A&M Sing Cadets. First of all, you could come to Texas A&M and not necessarily go into full-time military service. And so we made that decision at the same time. So as you look up here at this group of guys, some of these guys are in the Corps of Cadets and some are not. And if you look really closely at haircuts over here, you can figure out which ones are and which ones aren't. And pretty easy to tell. Well, we're open to any student by audition. We're one of 3 choirs at Texas A&M University. As I said, we've been on tour this weekend with the Texas A&M Women's Chorus. There you go. And then our SATB group, the Century Singers, is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year on April 23rd. And so we're excited to get a lot of formers back and participate in that 50th anniversary celebration. But all of our choirs are open to any student. We are housed now in the new Music Activities Center, which is a brand new building. We're just in our 3rd year. And so if you've not been back to Aggie Land or never been there, it's worth a visit. Come see us. Come see the new Music Activities Center. If you've not been there, go see the Bush Library. A lot of great things to see in College Station. We'd love to have you come and visit. The new Music Activities Center is not only the home of the Texas A&M Sing Cadets, Women's Chorus, and Century Singers, but it also houses our university jazz bands, our university concert bands, our university orchestras, and of course the Fightin' Texas Aggie Band. And we all operate together out of the office there at the Music Activities Center. So come see us. We'd love to have you. The second thing that happened at Texas A&M in the 1960s is they invited the ladies to come to Texas A&M. And we agree. Now we're 72,000 students strong at Texas A&M, about 50-50 men and women. But you also know the big word at Texas A&M is the word tradition. If we do anything one time at A&M, it's a tradition. And the next song has been passed down from group to group and generation to generation about those lonely, lonely nights in Aggie Land before the ladies arrived.
We've got sunlight on the sand, we've got moonlight on the sea, we've got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off the tree. We've got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of dandy games. But what ain't we got? We ain't got days. Oh, give me a days. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows, we get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Roast. We get letters, douse and perfume, we get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know darn well.
We've got nothing to put on a clean white suit for.
We've got nothing to look masculine and cute for.
There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day.
We feel lonely and we long for that mental sex.
We would like to feel the feeling of some arms around our necks.
We're as hungry as that wolf felt when he met Red Riding Hood.
What don't we feel?
We don't feel good. Lots of things in life are beautiful, but brother,
There is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There is nothing like a day. Oh, nothing. I mean nothing. How we miss some, need a good kiss some. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. There are no books like a day. Oh no. And nothing looks like a day. Oh no. There are no drinks like a day. Oh no. And nothing thinks like a day. Oh no. Nothing acts like a day. Oh no. Or attracts like a day. Oh no. There ain't a thing that's wrong with
It takes a lot of time to be a sing adept, but we love what we do, and that's why we sing this next piece. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie.
If I could be a banker, a lawyer, a preacher, if I could be a doctor, a mayor, a teacher, if all I had to do was merely raise my voice, then brother, here's my choice. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, a mean so-and-so, than be from any other school and rolling in dough. I'd rather be out on the highway, a thumb in a ride, than have Miss Betsy pray before my blushing bride. I'll be true to the colors of maroon and white. If they win or they lose, I know they'll always fight. But if they lose, oh pal, you'll always hear me say, let's go down to Ed's and drink our cares away. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, a time to my name, than have my picture painted in the Hall of Fame. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, and this is no lie. I'll be a Texas Aggie till the day I die. I'll be true to the colors of maroon and white. If they win or they lose, I know they'll always fight. But if they lose, oh pal, you'll always hear me say, let's go to the chicken and drink our cares away. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, no time to my name, than have my picture painted in the Hall of Fame. I'd rather be a Texas Aggie, and this is no lie. I'll be a Texas Aggie till the day I die.
The next song we sing is our favorite song. I think you'll probably understand why.
Hullabaloo, connect, connect. Hullabaloo, connect, connect. All hail to dear old Texas A&M. Rally around maroon and white. Good luck to dear old Texas Aggies. They are the boys who show the real old fight. That good old Aggie spirit thrills us and makes us yell and yell and yell. So let's fight for dear old Texas A&M. We're gonna beat you all to chigga-rigga-rem, chigga-rigga-rem. Rough, tough, real stuff, Texas A&M. Saw varsity's horns off. Saw varsity's horns off. Saw varsity's horns off. Short! Hey! Varsity's horns are sawed off. Varsity's horns are sawed off. Varsity's horns are sawed off. Short! Hey!
Thank you very much. We have one final song to sing, and as is our tradition, we invite any of our former sing-cadets to come and join us here on the risers. And I know we've got some former sing-cadets because we've been visiting this afternoon. Yeah, it's okay, Dustin. You don't have to wait for Travis. You can just jump up there, buddy. All right. He wanted a friend to go up there with him, I guess. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience this afternoon. Thank you to Kinsman Lutheran Church for hosting not only the Sing-Cadets this afternoon, but the Texas A&M Women's Chorus this morning as well. It's been our privilege to spend the day with you. Thank you for those of you who are sponsors and donors, because these kind of things don't happen unless somebody steps up and says, hey, we're willing to underwrite this and make this happen. So thank you so much for being willing to do that and to sponsor events like this so that we have the arts in our churches or in our communities. So thank you. Our final song is our wish and our prayer for you. It's our wish and our prayer for the people of Ukraine. It's our wish. It's our wish and our prayer for people all over the world. May the Lord bless you, and may He keep you.
Awesome. Thanks so much again for joining us today. It was great to see you all. We hope we'll have the chance to welcome you again at Kinsman sometime very soon. Godspeed until we meet again. Thank you.